Hey guys, Elite Legionarii here, and today I'll bring you a 1 vs 1 for Rome Total War on one of the many mod maps. I will be in command of Carthage, which is a very good faction and one of my favourites, and my opponent here, Vietnam of the RL, I don't know if it's a recruit name or REL clan, Fishy, I don't know. Clan names get weirder and weirder. Needless to say, I've seen him play before, and he's certainly a seasoned player who knows what he's doing. So I didn't want to. Normally, I'd let, if someone was down at a disadvantage like this, I probably wouldn't. If they were inexperienced, I'd let them get a better piece of ground. But in this case, I know this guy's not inexperienced, so I'm going to rush downward and try and catch him out of position, or at least not give him much time to organise himself and to get muddled and confused, basically by coming down here nice and quickly. So I still maintain a slight height edge. Obviously my army consists of 5 units of gold sacred bands. I put them in a continuous line, no gaps. That'll help them against their superior urban cohort that I'll be facing. Got a town militia as a peeler shield. Here I'm going to make a quick strike with my cav to take out one of his archers. I have 3 units of gold tap Balearic slingers, 4 units of gold sacred band, 2 units of gold Libyan spearmen. So here he comes in with his Praetorian cavalry. So this is the interesting thing in a 15k game. One area of the battle, he'll either have a few cavalry with good upgrades, or lots of cavalry with not many upgrades, or his infantry will suffer it out. So in this case, he's not got many cavalry. Well, he's only got 1 less than me. So here I'm going to bring in my spearmen to intercept. So over here, I managed to break through him here, and here I'm going to get into battle with these urbans. But of course, when I meant to move up, then I lost my continuous line. But a lot of his men are not going to engage, and what's going to happen, I'm going to actually use my spearmen in this case to actually bog down some of his urbans. Now they won't win, but they'll slow them down, which will be important. So here I'm going to charge in, hammer and anvil. Now this unit got sort of slowed down by archers, but the second unit comes in and it routes the extreme left of his flank on my right. So, and here his urbans are fighting. I'm a bit in trouble here, but I'm not worried. This is just stalling. I don't really. It's destroy. If I can just take this, if I can stall all those units, I can certainly destroy his main infantry line. So it's worth it. I'm also getting flank shots with my Balearic slingers. Balearic slingers will outrange these regular Roman archers. They're quite deadly like that. But as you can see, his urban cohort are getting beaten on most every level now. Over here, my Libyan spearmen are holding, destroying his cavalry for sure, but urban cohort will waste them. But that's fine, because the rest of his urbans are very spread out, and he's of limited effect. And now I'm able to turn men around to face his Praetorians pretty easily. And now he's chasing some of my Balearic slingers, but I'm not worried. I turn them off and let them face, because I think they could actually probably win that, or at least do good, because I'm getting a lot of flank shots in and I don't want to lose that. But as you can see, most of his urbans are caving in, and over here he made the mistake of letting himself get pinned down on my other units, which I was willing to sacrifice to win the main important battle over here. And because he allowed that to happen, he's only going to have his general unit pretty much, and maybe 1 other urban to fight for him, as opposed to having like the 4 or 5 he could have had if he employed them quickly. Now I'm going to come in for a strike with my cav into his urbans here from multiple sides. I'm going to out-surround him here. He's going to come in here with some support from his other urbans. But of course his men are completely outflanked at the back, although then again so am I by the archers, but he's getting hit up by my Balearic slingers. I mean, he's focusing on them when he really needs to be focusing on over here, because this is the most decisive part, and I am winning it, and I'm surrounding him. So here I can just easily turn men around, which I started to do there, and that'll pretty much kill his Praetorian cavalry. So here his remaining urbans begin to fall away. Here it brings in some more urbans, but of course while this has been happening, I've turned my attention onto his archers now, and I'm quite decisively going to win that missile duel as well, because what's going to happen here is he's definitely going to lose this infantry duel now, because I've got a lot more infantry than him. So he actually had more infantry and superior infantry than me. I did have 1 extra cav unit though, but this slight little edge of terrain helped a bit, but overall his army was stronger than mine. Urbans and Praetorians are stronger than Sacred Band and Sacred Band Cavalry. But I did have better missiles. Then again, I had less missiles, so it was a fairly even fight. We had a couple extra fights after this, and he pretty soundly beat me in both of them. So he's a good player. I know he's a seasoned player and knows what he's doing. I've played him before, and I've seen some other guys I know play him, and he just admits defeat there because he knows that my missiles are going to beat him, and eventually I can just chase my infantry down after him, and there's no way he can win. So he fought very well though. It's only an average victory, and when I've been doing these battles, I'd had like I had done like 6 battles before this, and I'd lost every one of them. So it was actually quite a very welcome, even though it's average, it was a very welcome victory after quite a string of defeats. So it was quite good. So as you can see, pretty much exactly the same army size. So I had about like 50, I think I had 49 more men than him, and we got almost the same amount of kills. I got about 50 more kills than him. 51 I suppose. So I had 1,104 men, not 798 kills, and had 451 men left. He had 1,055 men, he had 747 kills and 247 men left. So if you look at the statistics, Sacred Band would have been about pretty even with those Urban Cohort, which is very good by their standards. The Urban Cohort are certainly better than Sacred Band. The Sacred Band can hold on for quite a while against them. They're one of the more reliable units, I guess. My Libyan Spearmen, now they were obviously meant to help. I was expecting more Praetorian cavalry, so that's what they were there for. And they did help in one part of it, but eventually what they got used to was to slow down his extra urbans from support. So they still were very useful, and my Sacred Band cavalry did actually very well, considering that they would have been kind of out, they were outclassed. And my Balearic Slingers, they did very good. Balearic Slingers are very good. They can easily outrange usual archers, and my town militia took a lot of those peeler, took quite a bit of peeler anyway, so it served a purpose. So I'm pretty happy with all my army. It worked, come together nicely, and Libyan Spearmen used obviously for stalling tactics, but it worked well for my Sacred Band to beat their main cluster of Urban Cohort, which enabled me to win. So good game to Vietnam of the REL and Fishy or whatever it is, I don't know. Good game to you, and hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.